Hey, what's up? Welcome to Ask the Furry One, episode 22. Had a few people want me to use a sniper rifle seriously, and I've only got a broken sniper rifle, so I'm going to use that. Yeah. Let's see, we are on update T1.33 now, and in this last update, I think we only got two things, and that is the new gun SIG 551 and the kick function. Now let's just rush this sub here. Nope. I don't know anything about the SIG, so and it won't be a long time until I do. So sorry. Let's see here. What else? The kick function. Yeah, it's great right now, but of course it has its little few flaws. And enjoy it now because in the future it's probably going to be hacked by somebody. To use it, all you got to do is press the home key, and you can vote out anyone on your team. And if a vote is called, people either press page up for vote yes or page down for vote no. And only use it if you are 100% that your teammate is breaking the rules. That is the only time you should ever use that. And of course it gets abused, of course. Wow. So yeah, just kind of ignore the people abusing it. I'm surprised, well, I am a little, but not so much, that EG did not think that it would be abused, because you cannot see who called the vote, and you can vote somebody on your team as many times as you want in a round. A few solutions I thought of, is just, number one, have it go. Say ferret called a vote on him, so then everybody knows it's me, and if I keep voting, everybody knows that I'm the vote spammer, and they can vote me out. Or just have it where it's just, you can only call, like, I can only call a vote on one guy, one round, and the round ends and I could call it again. But I have no influence on the game, so I don't know. And in the future, just like every other game out there, someone is going to hack it, and the few hacks I've got are, you cannot be voted out, or I could call a vote on someone and they're instantly kicked out. Nobody else needs to do it. So just enjoy it while you can. It's a good feature, though. We've kicked out a lot of cheaters, which I love. So as long as it's updated, let's concentrate. As long as it's updated and not hacked. So yeah, that is first question I kind of covered. So I'm using the PSG, maybe do a little more. Wow, it's already 0 to 7. Okay, I guess I'll start answering questions later. Let's just play this round. Broken PSG's weak, so it takes a lot of hits. Let's go for the comeback. I don't know. Yep. Okay, well, this round is probably over, so this game, so I'll just start him on the next one. Alright, well, let me say this first. I've gotten quite a few questions on Battlefield 2, and let me just tell you about my experience with Battlefield 2. I have it for PlayStation 2. I beat the single player once. I didn't really do too many of the challenges, and I played multiplayer 2 or 3 times just for an hour or two. So let's get to the questions. Hey Ferret, number 2. Hey Ferret, I was wondering if you could show me some tips for getting medals and awards for Battlefield 2. No, I cannot, just because what I just said. Sorry about that. I don't really like that game. Number 3, I try to use flashes correctly, but they never work the way I want them, even in small areas I'm not inside. Can you go over more tips or when and how to use them? Yeah, this game, the projectile weapons, they're actually quite weak. They're not as strong as they could be or as strong as other games because they have such a long fuse time, which means when you throw it, it takes a lot of time for them to actually go off, like explode. Must say, you are just going to have to predict it, and especially with that large fuse time, if you want to make it shorter, you're going to have to bounce it off walls that the enemy can't see and stuff like that. Like, say I wanted it to go outside this car, maybe the only way I could do it is bounce it like that, so it barely peeks out and then explodes. Even I didn't do it good enough for there. That still took a long time. But you're just going to have to predict and get the timing down and just keep practicing with it. I don't really use flashbangs too much. The only time I really ever use them is when I'm like trying to get to an extraction zone or something with a target or by myself. And I might use it rarely on other occasions, but that's about it. And plus, they're not as strong as some other games because you can't. If you are flashbang, you can see other people's red names, so you could still kill them. You know where they are rather easily. But yeah, that's small areas. I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's the main problem. Is you throw it, the enemy sees it, and they have plenty of time to turn around. Other games, I guess Call of Duty's a little better with it. You could throw it. Call of Duty's really good with flashbangs because it actually shows you if the enemy is flashed on your crosshair. It'll show that, and then you can charge in if they are. But yeah, this game just kind of sucks with flashbangs. They're really hard to use. If you still have more questions about that, ask again. Everyone, if you ever have more questions or I didn't answer it the way you wanted, please ask again, be more specific or something. Number 4. Hey RF, have you ever played StarCraft? No, I have not. What's your opinion on the game? I don't know. What's the most effective way of shooting the M16? I noticed it's okay spraying because of the rate of fire, but the magazine empties quickly as well. I'm not very precise, but is it still effective to single fire? Yeah, it's single fires and burst fire is the best way to do it with that gun, just like almost all the other guns. Single fire is probably the best. And of course when they're close, that gun does shoot really fast, but it does spray a lot, so you can kind of hold the trigger down, and if they're point blank, and you have a good chance of beating them. But yeah, single and burst is the way to go. Let's go to the next one. 5. Hey Ferret, can you check if I can play Battlefield 94 D2? Clearly I have. And then they list lots of his specs. I don't know. So just Google search Battlefield 1942 requirements. I did that, and it'll take you exactly to a place that tells you all of the requirements that you need to play that game. So just Google Battlefield 1942 requirements. And what's your favorite cookie? I don't know. Chocolate chip, I guess. Number 6. Hey Ferret, since I can ask you anything on the show, I want to ask you, what do you do for fun when you're not on the computer? I'm thinking of getting into music, just asking other ideas as well. Yeah, oh, hold on, there's a guy. Just the usual stuff, I guess. Listen to music. I don't really play any music. I don't know, just hang out with people, do stuff with people. The usual mix and match. Yeah, I don't really have, this is my hobby, you might say, so I don't really have too many hobbies outside of computers or video games or anything. Just random, things to do. Number